that. I mean, he's a good boy.
I say, so far I've been pretty lucky with having horses that are kind of like that. You know, they might give you a little bit of attitude. Like Rocky, I can let him sit, but I always lunge him before I get on him the first time.
Yeah.
And Rocky has attempted to buck with me twice.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time he did it, he learned, well, you don't do that because Mom gets really mad. And it was just like a little hot, but I'm like, I know you didn't just try that. And it was him trying to get back to Storm and Pistol, so.
Sure, yeah.
I was like, nope, we're not even going to start that game.
Good deal, you know, he's not clenching his tail. He's stepping out with all 4 feet, you know, none of them are stepping really rigid and short or anything. He's looking around, his ears are blinking, his eyes are blinking. Even if he hasn't licked and chewed, those are all good signs because it's just animation, he's thinking. So just a few things to... I think I will. I think I'm just going to let him off the halter and have him step out on his own, too.
Ooh. I guess he picked up a lot just that last time, because, I mean, walking him from, he was over in that pen over there, walked him, he never once jumped on top of me or nothing. He kept his space. It was nice.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Another big thing, there's usually, like, he's, just what happened right there. I was wanting to pet on him and tell him what a good boy he was, and he wanted to lean onto me and say, yes, I am a good boy. And you have to set boundaries. Like, I'm allowed to pet you, but if you start pushing on me, I'm going to pop you. And it's a really good deal. You can do that, but I'd rather he not follow me, but he's going to, and I don't think he'll buck over the top of me. It's a really good deal, though. If you can pet them again, you know, if you have to discipline them like that, make sure that there's a really distinct boundary line. So I'm not going to push him the first couple laps because I want him to kind of figure out where the bad spots are. Like right there, I want him to get rid of it. I think that's probably a low spot. And I don't know him, so I don't know how well he manages his own feet. You know, I have one horse that's a club, I don't know one's really good on ice, you just don't know. So I'm not going to try to set him up for too much failure. That's a good deal. He's coming up here, I'll ask him up again. That looks smooth. I'm kind of thinking about slowing down, so I'll just ask him for it, turn around, go the other way, use the other lead. This side is probably going to be a little more difficult, being his right eye. See how he's having some trouble figuring out where he wants to look. He's kind of looking to the outside, then he's looking forward. He's not comfortable really acknowledging me and looking at me. That's okay. It's just something to know. Keep in mind. He'll need a little more support on his right eye. I do like, he kind of like shakes his head and, you know, picks up, I don't know, a little frisky when he goes into his leads. But I like that I'm not having to beg him for it. You know, if I kind of tell him once, tell him twice, not on that third time, but I really kind of want his case, he does give it. And that's a good deal. Right there, I would have let him stop if he had stopped nice, but he tried to quit.
Yeah.
To just stop and look at me and say, okay, I'm all done moving. No, you know, you can stop and you can rest out there, but you can't just quit yourself. See right here, he's trying it anyway, and I'll let him stop. As long as he's still engaged in what we're doing, he can't just, you know, throw his head over that fence and ignore me. Anyway, so yeah, it's a good deal, even though he's kind of like prancing into his gait and everything, it's a good deal that he's willing to do it, because you're going to have a lot more issues if he's not going to understand when I'm up there if I'm stomping his side and grabbing slow. So it's a good deal that we have something established where yes, we move up in our gates and we come back down. See, that was a lot more polite. He just said, okay, I'm going to stop, I'm going to think about this. He showed a lot more respect stopping like that. Did he do anything to his left rear?
No.
He's popped that one more than any of the other ones. Could just be happening to be something on the rear. I don't see any lameness or anything.
I say I haven't noticed anything in it.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, if they're really smooth about moving up and moving down, that's a really good deal, and he's pretty good about it. You know, if I stepped in here and I'm going to go ahead and cut, and then let him come back down, if he wants to. And after he step back up, around this next time, I'll try to push it up and close again. There he really gave it to me without saying no at all. He didn't shake his head. He just moved right on out. And he didn't kick at me. He didn't show any disrespect. So that one, I quit asking him entirely, and I stood where I was just to really show him, like, that was what I was looking for. It was just a really nice, respectful transition. There, forget a little bit. He didn't show me that much of it. And what's equally, like I've told you a lot, you know, like when he was pushing on me, I kind of just popped him in the cheek, and it wasn't enough to hurt, but it certainly set a boundary. And with him, and then he works that, you know, just kind of, it's just his attitude in general, just like a person can have that kind of attitude or anything like that. It's just as important to really encourage good behavior, because then, you know, otherwise you just kind of make them a loser. You make them, you know, everything that they've ever experienced with discipline and boundaries, and they have to know that they can be right, too. There, that was nice. So again, I quit. I'm telling him he did a really good job. If he wants to come down on his own, I'll let him. He kind of quit, so I'm just going to pass him back out there. And it's just, the difference between just quit and kind of tapering off and stopping is pretty subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something that I picked up after starting, I don't know how many heads. So he wants to blow past me. Again, set a boundary, didn't let him do it. And then when he did the right thing, I told him what a good boy he was. And that's honestly been one of the hardest things for me, is learning how to record the words that already being kind of douche.
Yeah.
It's hard to let that go and just tell them what a nice horse they are. So right there where he circled into me, he was trying to ask really politely if he could come up and visit. So I'll let him, but I'm going to send him back out in a second.
Wait, what? We came in through this gate, but I walked in and I closed that gate. That way the horses didn't run up and get in here before we did. Now she came up and made a whinny at him, and then she was done. I figured she would too. Oh, about Coda? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I just bought 4. They're going to be delivered this afternoon. So the horses are locked up by the water trough.
Oh.
So that was a really nice change on his eyes. He's had a lot of trouble switching from me being on his left eye to putting me on his right eye. And right there, I didn't move a foot. All I did was switch the flag to this hand, and he did all that for me. So those are huge milestones for him. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but it's not supposed to, you know? And
yeah.
He's really advancing quite a bit. So again, just acknowledging the little things, those are a big deal to him, and feeling like he can, you know, be good and successful while still making sure that I discipline him every time he's a little jerk about something, you know?
Yeah.
Really important. I wasn't really planning to send him back out there. I was going to quit him on that, but he's already back out there, so now I'll find another point to end on. See if I can get him back in. I'd like to do that. I'd like him to come part of the way in and then let me go and get him. Okay, that was nice. And then I'll get on him and put another ride on him.
All right. Oh, I don't know. Why do you need us out of your way?
Huh?
Do you need us out of your way?
No.
Oh. I didn't know if you needed to get out because we're parked there or not.
No.
Oh, okay.
I've been to town. I just got back.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Probably another. Just depends on how he does here. Probably 20 minutes or so. Well, and I can always have Margaret come in after she's done if Joni doesn't want to come outside. But you could tell her that she's getting ready to ride him, and then she can come out and see if she wants.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. Yeah, a lot better. It was. I mean, I'm not coughing anymore. I'm not hurting.